So what should you be eating before you go for a run? Well, actually, it depends on what time you're running as to what food you should be eating. And just a disclaimer, I'm not a nutritionist in any way, shape or form. This is just my opinion from my experience as a runner. So let's talk about morning running first of all. If I'm doing more of a shorter run, so for example, less than 30 minutes, and it's going to be an easier run, for example, I'll tend to run on either empty if I just don't fancy the food, or I'll have a banana. But if I have a banana, then I'll tend to have at least 30 minutes to kind of let that digest. Otherwise, I get a bit stiffed and it's a bit uncomfortable to run on, and that's not very nice for anyone. Or if I know that I'm doing a morning run and actually the run's going to be a little bit longer, maybe over the hour mark, something like that, I'd then have a bagel with some maybe peanut butter, or you can have jam, but I quite like peanut butter with mine. And then I would leave at least 1 hour for that to digest, because it obviously needs more time because it's a heavier meal. Next up, if you're doing a lunchtime run, then I would tend to have a bit more of a bigger lunchtime meal. So for example, I'd have a wholemeal pasta dish with maybe some tuna and some grated vegetables or some fruit in there as well. And then maybe some extra virgin olive oil just to kind of get the healthy fats in there as well. After I've eaten that, and obviously been drinking water plenty enough throughout the day, I'd then wait at least around about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours ish. But again, really depends on your own body. So listen to yourself. If you're feeling good after those couple of hours and you're feeling ready and you know that you've digested, and that's great, go for it then. If you feel like it's been 3 hours or so, or maybe a bit longer, and you need like a quick energy fix, then have maybe like a couple of dates or some fruit, or Rice Krispie bars. I think a lot of runners have those as well. And then if you're running in the evening, I tend to have still a very good meal at lunchtime, so making sure my energy levels aren't going to suddenly drop off the face of the earth. But then before the run, I might have either, like I said, from the morning run, a banana, or maybe like 3 dates. And I'll actually try putting in, after some advice from a fellow runner on Instagram, a bit of peanut butter into two dates, just to kind of give you that sweet and savoury taste, which is really, really delicious. And that gives you then that bit of a boost of a sugar intake, so you can use that energy straight away and you don't have to wait for it to digest. And you'll reap the benefits then of having that quick release sugar straight into your run. So that's generally what I tend to eat before a run, depending on what time of day it is. But I have to say I prefer my morning runs. Just to wrap up, I would definitely make sure you refuel properly afterwards. So getting a nice nutritional meal with all your food groups in soon-ish after you've eaten.